Are you ready for some high school football with John Huddleston and Gary Harris? Covering all your local high school football highlights and scores. And now, Football Friday on WVUA.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome in to Week 3 of WVUA's Football Friday. John Huddleston will join me later in the program. Real quickly, let me tell you that we really need a Holt score. Jemison at Holt. We've got the highlights. We don't have a final score, 348-7000. If you've got it, give us a ring right now, please, 348-7000, or any scores. We're still looking for a number of scores. Also, looking for a Tuscaloosa Academy score tonight, a Holy Spirit score tonight. If you've got those, give us a ring. We've got highlights from 10 West Alabama high school football games on the menu this evening, and we begin with the Bryant High Stampede, looking to move to 3-0. That would be noteworthy. Bryant hosting Class 5A Region 3 opponent Greenville. Our Taylor Watson covering this game for us, and this was one heck of a ball game. They had the grill fired up over there at Bryant, and Bryant was fired up. Stampede came to play. After an early Greenville touchdown made it 6-0, Greenville kicking off to Darius Williams, and Darius Williams has the gift of speed. You can't make somebody faster. It's God-given talent. He can fly. 95-yard touchdown return on the kickoff. Bryant goes up 7-6, and the Stampede was just getting going. Next possession, Cornelius Lee. Turn that corner, big fella. Get those shoulders square and turn it on right past Taylor's camera into your living room, then into the end zone. 68 yards. The Stampede was stampeding 14-6. Still in the first quarter. Broderick Hall. The slant to Tony Whitehead. Touchdown. 21-6. The Stampede looked like they might make this one into a laugher. Not so fast, my friends, because Greenville is a quality football team, and Jamal Hamilton just will not let this one get away from the visitors. He rumbles into the end zone. It was 21-12 at that point. They went for two and made it. That made it 21-20. This was a wild one. Let's go to the final score, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Bryant scores 41, but Greenville gets 52. This was an unbelievable ball game, but Greenville picks up the region win. It's Bryant's first loss of the season, and it is a tough one, 52-41, the final. Central at home, hosting Demopolis, Class 5A Region 3. Demopolis, the defending Class 5A state champions. But I tell you what, Central was playing them tough. First quarter, though, DeMarcus James, the Washington State commitment, pounds this one down to the 1-yard line. Ball pops out, but he was already down. Didn't quite get into the end zone. Demopolis scored on the next play to make it 7-0. Second quarter, still 7-0. That Central defense hanging tough. James, and this is why he is so good. Watch the ability to cut back against the grain. Big pickup plus a face mask at the end of it. Demopolis had a first and goal situation, but that Central defense comes up big. Quarterback Ben Pettis, he and his receiver can't get together on the handoff. Nathan Carter recovers for the Falcons. Central holds, but next possession for Demopolis. James caps off the drive with a short touchdown. That made it 14 to zip Demop. And as we go to the scoreboard, Demopolis in the second half really got it cranked up, and they go on to win it. Tough year for Central so far, 54-8, but when you're playing the defending state champions, you've got your work cut out for you. Certainly that was the case for Central tonight. On Thursday night, Tuscaloosa County High travel to Birmingham to take on Jackson-Olin. This was a Class 6A Region 5 game. County High, they were very, very just workmanlike last night. That's Lance Holly, 25-yard touchdown run. Wildcats go out on top. Their defense, County High's defense, played brilliantly. Even after this punt was muffed by Danny Gaines, setting the Mustangs up deep in County High territory. The Wildcat defense would hold, though. And as we go to the final, it was a shutout pitched by Tuscaloosa County. Great win for them. They moved to 2-1, 2-0 in the region, 26 to zip the final score on Thursday night. Well, we've still got 7 stops to make here on Football Friday, and still to come. Hillcrest played host to Besser City this evening. That's a Class 6A Region 5 matchup. But first, it's early in the season, but the Northridge Jags really needed a win tonight against the Minor Tigers. I mean, really needed a win. We'll let you know if they got one when Football Friday returns right here on WVUA TV.
We're the Tuscaloosa County High Cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday on WVUA TV.
How about those cheerleaders? We really appreciate the signs when you make them for us. If you're a West Alabama high school team and you're at home, there's a good chance we're going to be at your game. We love it when you make up a We Love WVUA or We Love Football Friday sign. You cheerleaders do a great job, so keep those signs coming. All right, the Northridge Jaguars are not off to the type of start they had hoped for. Northridge came into tonight's home game against Minor at 0-2 overall and 0-1 in Class 6A Region 5. Big game tonight. Our John Huddleston and Jamie Kaufman handling this contest. And you know what? When you got a team that's desperate for a win, they come out and give it everything they have, and that's what Northridge did tonight. But first, though, Minor, Jonathan Thompson to their great player, Christian Jones. Jones being recruited by Alabama and others. Shows you why right there. Touchdown for the Tigers, 7-0. Northridge, though, fighting back. Minor on the move, but Thompson throws it up, and they rule it's an interception. They rule Northridge's Jamarcus Howard came down with it. Alabama assistant Sal Sunseri watching the action, and that's his son. That's one reason he's watching. Vinny Sunseri, Alabama commitment. You know, he's probably going to play defense. This kid's got some moves. Takes the punt and brings it back for a nice gain. On the very next play, Northridge strikes. Bo Scarborough takes it in for 6. We're tied at 7. And as we go to that scoreboard, when you got a Jaguar backed in a corner, they come out fighting. Big win tonight for Mike Smith's club. They beat Minor in a region game, 35-24. Holt hosting Jemison. Sam White and John Finley on the beat for us in this game. Jemison with the ball early, but that Holt defense rising up. Jamichael Burns going to get on this loose ball, and Holt is in business. But Holt taketh away, and then the Ironmen give it right back. Jabria Sims picked off by James Smith. Jemison's got the ball, and they take advantage this time. Scott Clements looking for Edward Hubbard. And watch Hubbard go up and get this thing. This is a nice grab. Go up and get it at its highest point. That made it 6-0 Jemison, and Jemison goes on to win it tonight at Holt, 42-16, the final. Our Stephen Ray checking in on the Class 3A Region 4 game between Northside hosting Gordo, and this one was all Gordo. The Green Wave, well, they were a tidal wave tonight. First quarter, big number 45, Greg Howard. I like to call him the Bull, because when he gets going upfield, you don't want to get in his way. Nice tackle there, but it's too late in the end zone. That made it 7-0. First quarter, Howard again. This time from a lot closer, 3 yards out, 14-0. Now watch this next play, next possession for Gordo, 14-0. Very interesting. A couple of things happen. You don't think officiating's a tough job. Watch Keon Washington take the handoff from the little stretch play and then cut it all the way back across the grain. Now, watch the ball come out. I'm not sure he crosses the goal line. Then there's a cheap shot there on Zarian Grant. It's called a touchdown, no penalty, 21-0 Gordo. Still in the first quarter. This one got away from Northside quickly. Howard again. Oh, man, just running over people. 28-0, 49-0 at the half, and that would wind up being the final score. 49-0, the Green Wave over the Rams this evening at Northside. Sipsey Valley hosting Greensboro, Class 3A Region 4. Our Bradley Whittington and TJ Paysinger on the highlights for this one. On Greensboro's first possession of the game, quarterback Quante Brown connects with Javante Smith for a 25-yard touchdown. Sipsey Valley still looking for that first ever victory. This is their first year as a program. 6-0 Raiders up on top. Smith would go on to have a big night. He intercepts a tipped pass right here and takes it into the end zone. Score now 14-0. Later in the second quarter, after a long run by Fabian Morse, Javoris Davis pounds it in from 4 yards out. Davis's run gave Greensboro a 22-0 advantage. With about 5 minutes left before the half, this looked like a 90-yard touchdown as Brown scrambled out of the pocket, but the spectacular play was called back for holding. Greensboro had 17 penalties, and the officials met about this one for a long, long time. Interesting deal there with the officiating, flags everywhere. The Greensboro will take it. They get the victory tonight at Sipsey Valley, 46-0. Lance Tucker's team, again, brand new program, going to take a little time to get it going there at Sipsey Valley. Well, we need to take a timeout, but don't touch that dial. Still much more work to be done here on Football Friday on WVUA. John Huddleston will join me for our Alabama-Penn State preview. But up next, the Hillcrest Patriots. We're at home for a region showdown against Besser City. Highlights are straight ahead on West Alabama's High School Highlights Show. The one, the only Football Friday.
Tigers. We're the West Washington varsity cheerleaders, and you're watching
Inside handoff. Once again.
Football Friday continues. Our Todd Hoyer and Darren Foote covering Hillcrest and Bessemer City. Pick it up early, third quarter action. Luke Wingo, Hillcrest quarterback, rolls right and finds Dedrick Williams in the corner of the end zone. That's a touchdown. Hillcrest rolling. I tell you what, they had it going tonight. It's 42-6 at this point. Bessemer City's ensuing position. Quarterback Kevin Johnson picked off. Hillcrest, though, did not capitalize this time. They wound up putting. Fourth quarter now. The snap goes over Johnson's head, recovered by the Patriots' Derek Simmons. 1st and 10 for Hillcrest at the 36. And from there, the Pats match downfield where Riley Nix pitches to K.J. Stewart for a 2-yard touchdown. 49-6. Hillcrest rolls tonight over Bessemer City. Good win for the Pats. Hale County at home against Sumter County. Opening drive of the game for Hale County, and they made it count. Ladarius McGee, he's one of our Athletes Foot High School Athletes of the Week. He'll show you why right here. Takes the snap, weaves his way, breaks tackle, stays on his feet, 15 yards down to the 1. And from there, on the very next play, Parker Anderson sneaks it across. Wildcats up 7-0. Later in the first quarter, Anderson back to pass, looking for Ladarius Manson. A lot of Ladarius is in this game, and he makes the catch. 40-yard gain, 1st and 10. Hale County at the Sumter County Wildcats 15-yard line. 4 plays later, Nick Browder scores the touchdown. Wildcats lead at 14-0. Hale County goes on to win tonight by the final of 40-28. North River Christian at home out at Sokol Park, hosting New Life Academy. Alex Cordry and Sarah Skovnick covering the game. New Life was down in this one, 6-0. Or actually up 7-0 was North River, but here comes New Life. Logan Joswiak throws the pass to Justin Dameron. 7-6. North River still on top, but Joswiak finds that man Dameron again. This time the Eagles make the 2-point conversion to go up 14-7. And Joswiak was making plays. This time he decides to go to somebody other than Dameron. He finds Brian Carter. Carter grabs it and scores. New Life up at the half, 26-7. And that is the last score we have to report. So if you've got a North River Christian final, give us a ring and we'll get it on. If not, we'll just show your halftime score. 28-6-7. New Life was winning at halftime. Well, coming up next, our Football Friday Band of the Week and our complete Football Friday West Alabama High School scoreboard. We got all the scores, so you stay with us.